Hi, hello, namaskara. In today's session, again we continue with the chapter number 3, that is current, electricity. In that, we are doing some numericals, that also easy, on electrical energy and the power. Okay, before getting into the problem, we have to go through some equations so that we are comfortable with the problems. Okay, that is, I'll make you to remember first equation, that is as usual, that is Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. Okay, thereafter we are writing the equations for the power. I think you remember. Okay, but I take the very basic definition. What is the power? It is the rate of work done, right? W divided by T ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಾನು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅವರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ, ವರ್ಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ನಿಂದ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ವರ್ಕ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆರ್ ಇಕ್ವಿವ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಬ್ಲ್ಯೂ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇನಂತ ಬರಿಬಹುದು, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಡಬ್ಲ್ಯೂ ಬೈ ಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಇ ಬೈ ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ವಿಚ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎನಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಬಟ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಹೀಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. I'll treat it as a heat energy ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, that is P is equal to H divided by T ಅಂತ equation ಆಯ್ತು. Okay, but already we know that from the idea of the power we are having another equation, that is P is equal to V into I ಅಂತ already ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದು. P is equal to V into I. Therefore I am writing here that equation itself now. Therefore we can write here power is equal to V into I. At the same time we are having another equation, that is this one now. Therefore we are ready with the two equations now. But now if I want to get the only equation for the heat, okay, I'll repeat this equation, that is P is equal to H by T ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸರಿನಾ? P is equal to H by T. Okay, what is this H? That will be heat energy ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎರಡು ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ಹೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಲ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಇರೋದು ಹೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ನಾನು ಆ ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಏನಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಹೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ H ಬೈ ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇದೇ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ನಾನು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ, H ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು P into T ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. H is equal to P into T. This is not the new thing I am explaining. Remember, ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು 10th class ಒಳಗಡೆ Joule's heating effect ಅಂತ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ರಿ already. When I write the equation, you get into that now. What is power? Already we know that power is equal to V into I. Therefore, I can write here P is equal to V into I as usual T. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ heating effect ಅಥವಾ heat produced in the conductor can be written as H is equal to V into I into T. ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ವಿ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದ್ ವೇಳೆ ಐ ಆರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಮಗೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಐ ಇಂಟು ಆರ್. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಐ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಂಟು ಆರ್ ಇಂಟು ಟಿ is the equation for the heat. Similarly, I can bring the another equation, because I can be written as V divided by I, right? I is equal to written as V by R. Therefore I will have it's a V square by R square. One R square get cancelled with this one. Therefore we can have here V square by R into T. These are some equations we are having now. If I summarize, in this session we are using V is equal to IR, and one is P is equal to V into I. Thereafter power is equal to H by T. Thereafter heating effect athwa energy consumed athwa heating observed can be written as I square RT athwa H is equal to V square by R into T. These are the equation we are dealing. With this idea we have to get into the numerical part now. Okay, that is in the problem he is explaining that an electric current of 4 ampere flows through a resistor of 12 ohm. What is the rate at which the heat energy is produced? Remember, he is explaining what is the rate at which heat energy produced. Remember, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ it with respect to what now, time. But already we know that rate in our concerned equation, I can write it here in this way: W by T is equal to power. Okay, therefore he's explaining something about what now here? Power itself. Okay, ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, what is the rate at which heat energy is produced ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. Rate at which heat energy is produced. Okay, if I combine this word, okay, if I combine this word, rate at which heat energy is nothing but this equation W by T. ಅಥವಾ ನಾ ಇದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ H by T is asking nothing but he's asking you for the what is the power, right? Therefore we have to calculate the power. Therefore we will calculate that now. Therefore first we write down the data. What are the given data? He is giving you what is the current value. Current is equal to 4 ampere he is giving. Okay, that will be flowing through a resistor. Okay, 4 ampere of current flowing through a resistor or how much here? 12 ohm. Resistor of 12 ohm. What is the heat energy produced? Therefore we are having equation how many? Totally 3 equation. P is equal to V into I. Similarly P is equal to I square into R. Similarly final equation P is equal to, that is V square by R. Now think of this one, which equation will be helpful, because from the given data we are having only information regarding the current and the resistance. Okay, if I use this equation, I am having current but I am don't having any information regarding what now here? Potential difference. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ equation na exclude ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Next equation ಬರ್ತೇನೆ, third equation, that is P is equal to V square by R ಅಂತ ಅದ. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಈಗ? potential difference, which is again unknown term for us. Okay, even though I have given with the resistance, but I don't know what now here? potential difference. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು equation ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ? exclude ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಉಳಿದಿರೋದು equation ಯಾವುದು? P is equal to I square R, which is satisfying our given data, right? Therefore I can write the equation here, that is P is equal to I means how much here? 4. Okay, 4 square into resistance of 12 ohm. Therefore I can write here 4 square is how much now? It's a 16 into 12. 16 into 12. If I make it, you are getting the answer somewhere near to 192 watt. 192 watt. Okay, that is the power consumed by our resistor of 12 ohm. Understanding? Similarly, getting into the next problem. Okay, a heating element marked 10 volt and 630 watt. Okay, a heating element is marked to 10 volt and 630 watt. ಇದೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. What it explains about what now? It's about the rating ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಅಪಾರಟಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ಯಾಡ್ಜೆಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಇಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಟೇಜ್ ಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ that gadget, otherwise that electrical element. For example, in the given example he is giving us a heating element. heating element ಅನ್ನ ಏನು ತಗೋತೇನೆ ನಾವು? ಸ್ನಾನದ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಳಸುವಂತ ಕಾಯಿಲ್ ಅನ್ನ observation ಒಳಗಡೆ ತಗೋತೇನೆ. Let us say we are given with the some heater. Okay, and it is having some specification. Okay, that is of potential difference is of how much here? 210 volt. Okay, what do you mean by this 210 volt? Means this will be working properly for the 210 volt. Similarly, what is the wattage of this one? Wattage means it must be a power. Therefore I'll write it here, it's as a 630 watt. Wattage ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಇದರದು? 630 watt. Okay, thereafter what is explaining what is the current drawn by the element when connected to 210 volt DC supply. Okay, first he is asking you what is the current, okay, when connected to a potential difference of 210 volt DC means. Thereafter is asking you what is the resistance of the element. Okay, therefore we have to go through two sets of questions here. Okay, I'll repeat now. These are the specification given to us now. Okay, next he is explaining what is the current drawn by the element when connected to the 210 volt DC supply. ಇಲ್ಲಿ current element ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ current element ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ದು heater. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳಿದಾನೆ, ಅದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಇಂದದು 210 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಡಿ ಸಿ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೀಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೀಟರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, now therefore it is connected across a 210 volt DC supply. Now he is asking you what is the current drawn by this element. What is the current drawn by this element, he is asking. Therefore I will use the equation I is equal to V by R. No problem with that. Now I is equal to V by R. Okay, but out of this one, do you know the current? Do you know the current? No. Okay, that only we have to find out. Okay, then only we can get the answer for the next set. Now therefore I have to calculate first current. Now that what is the current? I is equal to V by R. What is the potential difference is giving to us now? Okay, what is the potential difference giving to us now? That is 210 volt divided by, again you can see here resistance is unknown, therefore I can't use the regular formula. Therefore I have to check the given datas. I have to check the given datas where I can get the power. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಡಾಟಾ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತಾ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ P is equal to V into I, which also includes the voltage and current. Okay, and which does not include the resistance. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ I is equal to ಏನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ, P divided by V. I is equal to P divided by V. Then what is the wattage on that this element is working? That is of 630. Okay, and I am connecting to this to a 210 volt DC supply. Therefore 630 by 210, we are getting current value as how much here? It has 3 ampere. Okay, therefore this is the current value which will be drawn, okay, by this heating element. Next he is asking what is the resistance of this one. Next he is asking what is the resistance of this one. It's very clear, we are ready with the equation. I can take the help of Ohm's law. V is equal to IR, that is R is equal to V by I. Very simple. Therefore what is V here I am using? That is of 210 volt. I am using of how much here? 210 volt whole divided by 3. Therefore I can say it's a 70 ohm, right? Therefore 70 ohm is the resistance of this heating element. Understanding, this is how we have to improve our equation. Therefore whenever the problem is given, write down all the equation which are known to us and which including unknown quantity. ಹೌದು, ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಕಾದ ನಾವು ಈ ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ನ ಬರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ, ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, moving on to the next one. Yes, it's a good problem. That is a 10 volt storage battery of negligible internal resistance. Under resistance estidardu 0. That is internal resistance. R is equal to 0. I told you don't think much about it, because from the next session we are focusing about the internal resistance. Now leave about it. Take it R is equal to 0. A 10 volt storage battery of negligible internal resistance is connected across a 50 ohm resistor made of alloy manganese. Antandre let us say we are having one resistor, okay, which is made up of what now here? Alloy, that is of manganese, and told it is having how much resistance? 50 ohm resistance. Okay, and that is connected to a supply of how much here? Of 10 volt. Understanding? After he explains how much heat energy is produced in the resistor. Okay, he's asking you what is the heat energy produced into this one. Okay, that is the first question. And for how much time? he is asking you for 1 hour. Is asking you it for how much here? 1 hour ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ 10 ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇರೋ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಾರೆ ಅವನು? ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಂಗನೀನ್ ಅಲಾಯ್ ನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ. ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗನೀನ್ ಅಲಾಯ್ದು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 50 ಓಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೊತ್ತಿನ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ? 1 ಅವರ್ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ. ಹಂಗಿತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಹೀಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್? ಓಕೆ, ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ದ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಮಸ್ಟ್, ಅಥವಾ ದ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ದ ಟೈಮ್ including equation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡೇ equation ಇರೋದು. ಒಂದು I² into R into T that is equal to heat. Otherwise another equation I told you, that is V² divided by R. V² by R into T. This is the another equation for the heat. Okay. Otherwise another equation, that is P is equal to H by T. These are the three equations. Through that you can go through, because we are having here a time term. Okay, after this he is asking what is the source of this energy. Okay, from where this element, otherwise this resistor, is getting the energy, is asking. Okay, let us study that now. First we solve for the what is the heat energy produced. Already I told you any one of these equation we have to use. Now think of it. Shall I use this equation directly? Okay, I can use this equation because he is asking you for the heat. That is the question for us. He has mentioned the time, that is of 1 hour. I can use it, but is he mentioning the what is the rating of this power? What is this element? No, therefore it's not explained. Therefore I can exclude this equation. Now moving on to this equation, that is I² R into T is equal to H. Okay, ಇದು equation ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. Because in the problem we are given with the time, we are given the resistance. Okay, heat is the asked parameter, but again current is unknown. Have they asked you for the current now? No, therefore this equation also excluded. Now the remaining equation is only what now here? This one, because we know the resistance, we know the time, we know the potential difference of which we are applying. Therefore we have to go through the equation. Heat is equal to, heat energy is equal to, that is V² whole divided by R into T. Very simple problems I am taking, so that our idea will be developed of solving the harder problems. Okay, what is the potential here? That is of 10 square whole divided by, what is the resistance? 50. What is the time? That is of 1 hour. But 1 hour is not a SI unit. We have to convert into the what now here? Seconds. Therefore 1 hour, if I multiply by 60, it is converting into what now here? Minute. If I multiply by 1 by again by 60, it get converted into what now here? Second. Means if I multiply all these things, we are getting how much now? 3600, right? 3600. Therefore we can substitute now here 3600. That is, I'm converting 1 hour into seconds now. On solving we are getting here 7200. Okay, if I ask you what is the unit for it, it's a type of energy itself. Therefore unit is what now here? Joule. 7200 joule is the value of heat energy produced in a resistor. Next he is asking what is the source of this energy ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ this energy is coming from, remember, from the battery. But in the battery, who is giving that energy? That is nothing but the chemical reaction which is going into the battery. Okay, therefore chemical reactions are responsible, okay, for the energy in the battery. Okay, that is the idea behind that now. Because I have explained about this in what now? Electrical energy and power theory part. Okay. I think almost nearly 3 or 4 videos before, I think, right? Okay, now we'll get into the next problem. That is an electric motor operating on a 50 volt DC supply, okay, draws a current of 12 ampere. That is, we are having one electric motor, let us say. We are having some electric motor, okay, which is operating on a 50 volt DC supply, okay. ಇದರದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇದೆ ರೀ? ಇದು 50 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ DC supply, okay. Now which draws ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಏನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ? that is it draws a current of 12 ampere. It draws a current of 12 ampere, okay. Now he is asking you if the efficiency of the motor is the 30%. Efficiency of the motor is how much here? 30%. Estimate the resistance of the winding of the motor. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಮೋಟಾರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ಜನರಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ವೈರ್ ವೈಂಡಿಂಗ್, ಅದರದ್ದು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. I'll first write down the data. Okay, again I'll explain the problem. That is, we are having a motor which is working at the potential difference of 50 volt, okay, and this motor draws a current of 12 ampere. Draws a current of how much here? 12 ampere. And the efficiency of this motor is how much here? 30%. 30%. Antandre, what do you mean by this efficiency? Efficiency ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, for example, if I am having a bike, okay, and we are filling the petrol, okay, ನಾನು 1 liter ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ generally, let us take it as it is giving somewhere 100 kilometer, okay. Take only assumption, I am taking that it is run for how much here? 100 kilometer. But in real life, will it happen? No. Always it is giving a lesser efficiency. ante ನಾನು 100 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಆಗುವಷ್ಟು ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಇಯರ್? 60% ಅಂತ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 100 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಓಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಓಡ್ತದ್ದು? 60%. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? 100% ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಕೊಡ್ತು, ಓಕೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೋಟರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, we are having a proper motor of working on a 50 volt and a 12 ampere, but ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು 100% ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತದ? that is only of 30%. that one he is explaining, okay. If it is so, he is asking you what is the resistance of this one? What is the resistance of this one? Okay, now when I say the resistance, therefore write down the equation which contains the resistance. Therefore we are having the equation R is equal to V by I from the Ohm's law, okay. Then we are having the other equation, that is P is equal to V into I, okay. P is equal to V into I, okay. Will it contain the resistance now? No. Therefore I'll exclude this equation now. Similarly, another equation we are having, that is I square into R. I can use this equation because it includes the resistance. Similarly, we are having another equation for the power, that is V square whole divided by R. Shall I use the equation of Joule heating effect, that is H is equal to I square into R heating? No. Why it is so? Because it contains the time term, and in the problem nowhere we are dealing with the time term. Therefore again I will exclude it. Therefore we are left with how many equation now? 3 equation. Out of this equation I had to take the help and I have to solve the problem for the resistance now. Okay, now to get this one, if I think of it now, out of this one, he's asked for the resistance, okay. Both this equation includes that one, okay. Shall I use this equation? Okay. Yes, he has mentioned the power also, he has also mentioned also current also, okay. Then it's very easy to use the resistance is equal to V divided by I, right? Okay, potential difference of 50 volt and current of 10 ampere, okay. If I use this equation, will it give me the answer? No, because we are having extra term here, that is of efficiency, okay. We are having the term as here efficiency. That point we have to keep in our mind. By using that we have to solve the numerical. I'm explaining this one because here the equation with that we are dealing, which contains, yes, I also, which is known, a resistance which one will be required, but again power is also unknown. Similarly, if I go for this problem also, v square is unknown because v is known, resistance is the question for us, but again power is unknown, therefore we are getting again two unknown. Okay, are you getting my point? Therefore we also must prepare with what now here, power answer also. Okay, because there is no other option left with us to get the answer for the resistance. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎರಡು equation ನ ಬಳಸಲಾರದೆ ನಾನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪವರ್ ಕೂಡ ಅನ್ನೋನ್ ಅದ, ಬಟ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪವರ್ ಐಡಿಯಾನ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ P is equal to V into I. P is equal to V into I. Okay, but keenly observed here, power is equal to, I will write it here, what is voltage? That is 50. Voltage is how much here? 50. Current is how much here? That is of 12. Okay, now therefore what the multiplication I am doing here, what the multiplication I am doing, remember, it's for how much percentage? 100%. remember, I am doing it for how much percentage? I am doing it for 100%. But what I am having here, only out of this one, out of the source, we are getting only how much efficiency? 30% only. Therefore, we have to take the 30%, sorry, 30% of this answer we have to take, right? ಈಗ 30% ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, therefore if the efficiency of the motor is 30% only, then what can I take? I can take here as 70 divided by 100. Okay, are you getting my point? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು ಎಷ್ಟೊದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ 30% ಮಾತ್ರ. If the efficiency of the motor is 30%, estimate the resistance of the winding of the motor he is telling you. Okay, then therefore, okay, why I'm writing here, wait, sorry, therefore power is equal to, it's how much now? 30%. Okay, now means it is working up to how much now? 70 only. Therefore, right, that's right thing I have written. Okay, 70 divided by 100 into 50 into 12. 50 into 12. 50 into 12. Now try to multiply this one. On solving this one, we are getting a how much here? 420 watt. We are getting a 420 watt is equal to power. Okay, we are ready with the power. Now I want to calculate what my resistance. Therefore, any one of this equation you can use it and get the answer, but I am using here power is equal to I square R because it's only multiplication. Okay, therefore R is equal to P divided by I square. Therefore, what is power here? That is 420 divided by, what is I here? That is of 12. That is of 12, and that's also square now. Okay, 420 divided by 12 means it's a 144. Therefore, we are writing somewhere near to 2.9 ohm. 2.9 ohm is the resistance of our motor. Okay, this is the problem we are having. Okay, and this is how we can solve the problem. Next one, that is, two heaters are marked 200 volt and 300 watt. Okay, similarly we are having another heater which is having a specification 200 volt and 600 watt. Okay, if the resistors are connected in series, okay, the combinations connected to a 200 DC supply, which heater will produce more heat. Okay, try to think of it and try to draw the circuit diagram so that it will be clear for us now. That is, if I draw the diagram, that is two heater, okay, and they are combined in series. That is, if I'm taking this as a heater 1 and another heater 2, Okay, I'll take it as here heater 1 and I'll take it as heater 2. Okay, they are combined in series and the combination is connected to 200 volt DC supply. Okay, voltage is how much here? 200 volt. Okay, now which heater will produce more heat? Okay, the idea is very clear now. Which heater will produce more heat? Is it first one means first heater or second heater? He's asking. Heat anta shabda bandaga you had to go through, I told you, two equation, that is H is equal to I square RT, right? I square RT, otherwise V square by RT. V square by R into T. Okay, can I use this equation? Can I use this equation? Okay, what the equation I'm using here, it's for what now? Yes, it's for what now? Joule's heating effect. But Joule's heating effect ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟೈಮ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ನನಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೋ ಅಥವಾ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲೋ? ಬರ್ತದೋ ಅಥವಾ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲೋ? ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ he is asking in which heater, okay wait, combination is connected to 200 volt supply, which heater will produce a more heat? Okay, you can observe here he is not mentioning the time. He is not mentioning the time, therefore I can't use this equation. Thereafter we left with another equation, that is as usual P is equal to V into I and I square R and V square by R. These are some equation with that we left with us now. Okay, therefore if you observe in all these equations, okay, can I use this equation? Okay, I can't use this equation because I need to have information about what now here, combined in series. Okay, combined in the series anta ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ I must prefer any one of this equation, any one of this equation. Then question will arise, sir, already is asking you what is the heat. Okay, because in the question which heater will produce a more heat. Okay, when I say the heat, I told you the equation power is equal to W divided by T. W divided by T, right? I can write this equation as H divided by T also. H divided by T also. In all these scenarios, like this, like the scenarios like this one, I can take it here P is equal to H, because I'll take it as here time as 1 second, otherwise I will neglect it, otherwise we'll take it as 1 second. Therefore I can use this idea directly. Now here to get the what now here resistance value, now to get the resistance value then only I can say which one is more producing heat and which one is producing a less antandre you had to solve for this equations only. ಹೌದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we had to write the equation P1 also, we had to write the equation for P2 and we had to compare between them now. ಹೌದಾ, ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಈಗ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಸರಿನಾ? ಹಂಗಾರೆ ಈಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಎರಡು ಹೀಟರ್ ನಾನು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಈಗ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ತಗೋತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಹೀಟರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತದೆ, 200 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತದೆ. ಹೌದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದ್ರ ವ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ವ್ಯಾಟೇಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, 300 ವ್ಯಾಟ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ heater I'll take it here P1. Okay, I'll take it as here P1 is equal to V square divided by R1. V square divided by R1, I'll take it here, right? Now I'm not using I square into R because in the problem we are not having the data regarding the current. Okay, therefore what is the voltage here, that is of 200 square whole divided by resistance of how much here, do you know it? No, therefore as it is, what is the power in the first condition, that is of 300 watt, therefore write it here 300. Therefore, on solving here, resistance R1 is equal to, that is 200 square whole divided by 300, whole divided by 300. Therefore, I will get the resistance value, first heater's resistance, as 400 by 3. That is, try to solve this one, 200 into 200 divided by 300. I'm keeping as it is, 400 divided by 3. Okay. Similarly, you have to solve it for the second one. That is, second heater I will take now. I'll take the second heater now. Okay, again as usual, I take the equation directly. P2, okay, is equal to what now? Here it's a V square divided by R2. V square divided by R2. Therefore, R2 is equal to what now? V square divided by P2. V square divided by P2 now. Okay. Therefore, try to substitute. What is V here? Again, it's a 200 square itself now. Whole divided by, what is the power for the second condition? That is of 600 watt now. Therefore, divided by 600. That will be a resistance of R2 now. Therefore, R2 equal to, I can write it here, R2 equal to 200 divided by 3. 200 divided by 3. Okay. Therefore, we got with the what now here? Second resistance value. Okay. Therefore, now we got with the two resistors, right? This one and this one. Okay. That is, we got with the R1 also. Okay. And we got with the what now here? R2 also now. Okay. What is explaining after this one? They are connecting in what now here? Series combination. They are connecting in what now here? Series combination. Therefore, I can calculate here, that is R equivalent, because they are connected in series now, R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2. Okay, therefore, what is the resistance value here? That is 200 divided by 3 plus 400 divided by 3. 400 divided by 3. Therefore, 600 divided by 3 means the answer is how much? Your equivalent resistance is 200 ohm. Equivalent resistance is how much now? It's a 200 ohm. Okay, now the question will arise, why I'm doing again the all this stuff? That is, we are calculating here series combination of resistance, because as I am preferring this equation, that is P is equal to I square into R. I'm preferring this equation because I'm preferring here what now? P is equal to I square into R. In that, again, I is unknown. What now here? I is unknown. Resistance I have to calculate for the combination. Then another problem will arise. Sir, why not I'm using V square by R? That is the problem will arise now. Why not this problem? Otherwise, why not this equation I'm using? Remember, in series combination, which ohmic parameter will be remaining same and which is having the different? Okay, ನೆನಪಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತಾ, series combination ಒಳಗಡೆ current common ಉಳಿತದ, ಆಮೇಲೆ potential difference ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ? Different ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಹೌದು. ಬಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಸೇಮ್ ಉಳಿತದ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಸೇಮ್ ಉಳಿಬೇಕು, ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೌದು. ಈಗ ಇದು ಸಿರೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಬ್ರಿಗೂ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ವಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್? ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾವ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಅವರ್ calculation steps and also it complicates our problem. Therefore, we are not going for this equation. Okay, therefore I am only going for which equation? P is equal to I square R itself, remember. Okay, again in that, which is the problem? That is I is the problem. Okay, I ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾಟೇಜ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ ನಮಗೆ, P1 ಮತ್ತೆ P2 ಗೊತ್ತದೆ ನನಗೆ. ಹೌದು. R1 ಮತ್ತೆ R2 ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೋನ್, ಓಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಂತ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು ನಾನು, P is equal to what now here I can write here P1 is equal to I square into R1. Similarly I can write it here P2 is equal to I square into R2 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎನ್ನುವುದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೌದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್, ಸಿರೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಉಳಿತದ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಉಳಿತದ, ಕಾಮನ್ ಉಳಿತದ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, I is equal to V divided by R equivalent. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ನಾನು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದೇ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಉಳಿತು. ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಪಿಕ್ಚರೈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ now, okay, that is of 200 ohm now. Okay, and potential difference of how much here 200 supply. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದೊಳಗಡೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ತಗೊಳಿಕ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. therefore I is equal to V divided by R if I make it now. Okay, that is also equivalent value. Voltage is how much here, somewhere 200. Yes, 200 divided by what is the equivalent resistance, that's also 200 now. Therefore now we are ready. What is that common current which is flowing through both the heater? That is of how much here, 1 ampere now. That is of how much ampere now, 1 ampere. Okay, take this current and substitute in this equation. I'll rub this part. I'll repeat the problem once more time after completion of this one now. That is, now we have to calculate for the first one. Therefore P1 is equal to, I'll take the help of I square into R. 1 now. What is current here? That is of 1 ampere, and resistance already we know it now, that is of 400 by 3. That is of how much here, 400 by 3. If I do the calculation, I am getting the power answer as here that is keen observation on the what now answer, because we are having some answers in the P1 P2 itself now. Therefore similarly P2 is equal to now, that is I square into R2 now, I square into R2. That current is common. Okay, now current is of how much here, 1, and resistance is R2, that is already we know it here, that is we calculated, that is 200 divided by 3. That is of 200 divided by 3. Therefore this one is P1, this one is P1, this one is P2. now we got with the answer. Now if you have the more clear observation, I can write this P2 in the different way. That is, I can write in this way, P2 is equal to, shall I write it now, sorry, P1 is equal to 2 into 200 divided by 3. Can I make it now? Okay, can I write this P1 is equal to P1 of 400 divided by 3 as what now here, 2 into 200 divided by 3 andre eshtayitu, matte 400 divided by 3 ne aitu. But if I write this here, P1 is equal to, okay, that is 2 times the, what is 200 by 3? What is 200 by 3? That is what now here, it's a P2. It's what now here, P2 means we are having power dissipated athwa heat energy in the P1, okay, 2 times the P2. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದನೇ ಅಥವಾ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೀಟರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ನಮಗೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಆಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಬಂತು, ಅಥವಾ ಹೀಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಬಂತು, ಅಥವಾ ಪವರ್ ಕನ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಬಂತು comparing to the second one. Therefore we can conclude here P1 is producing more heat than feet. Okay. This is how we can solve the problem. If I summarize this problem, that is we are given the two heater, they are connected in series combination, and our aim is to find and they are also connected in series, and our aim is to find out which one is producing a more heat. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಹೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ತಲೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, P is equal to I square ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ, I square into R, otherwise V square into V square by R. ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಟಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಜೂಲ್ಸ್ ಹೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ತಲೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತದು, P is equal to E by T ಅಂತ, P is equal to H by T ಇರ್ತದೆ. therefore H is equal to ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, P into T ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಆಗಲೇ ಅದನ್ನ ಡೆರಿವೇಶನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಹೌದು. therefore I can conclude here P is equal to H. ನಾವು ಅದೇ ಐಡಿಯಾ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊ, P is equal to H ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, P is equal to ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ನಾನು I square R ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ V square by R ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ which is containing the term, okay, which is varying. Potential difference is a varying term. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ I square into R ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ನನಗೆ ಪವರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ, ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಓಕೆ. ಬಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಯಾ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್, P is equal to V square by R ಮೂಲಕ we got that as R1, and similarly for the second coil, ಅದರ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಹೀಟರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ we got here resistance R2. ಆ ಎರಡು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೆ, ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಎರಡು ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ನಾವು ಆಬ್ಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಸಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ try to understand. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can post on me or write the comment below in the YouTube only. Okay, it will be better rather than, okay, otherwise put the message on the WhatsApp. As usual, you know it, what is my number. Otherwise, if you don't know number, I think you can go through somewhere 11th or 12th video, there will get the number. Otherwise, by next video I'll put the proper number. Okay, sometime I'm not able to answer. Okay, it may delayed due to my mobile problem, but as much as possible I try to reply early. Okay, try to raise the question, then only you can get that rhythm in the theory part and the numerical part. Okay, I think these are some problem sessions we have done. I think nearly 4 sessions we have completed. By the next session we are getting into again theory part, that is cells, EMF and the internal resistance. After that we are entering into the again combination of cells in series and the parallel. Okay, after that now. Okay, with this note we'll close our today's session.